Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to do 4 of these. So the other one wasn't the last one. What's the penultimate? That's second last. I should know this. Trinultimate. Quadultimate. Quadultimate. It's the quadultimate one. That's a word. Clicks. This is a series that would have been brilliant. Probably the number one smash in the world. Yeah. And you're not going to see it now because people who make decisions don't know what they're doing. Probably found that in your own life. People get in the way of things that you want to do, and when you really look at who those people are, you realise they don't know what they're doing. They've made a decision on your life based on probably just covering their own arses, just looking after themselves. Oh, I won't need to do as much work if I don't help that person who would be really great. Oh, I don't need. I won't need to work as hard, or I won't need to take a risk. Even like a small risk that would definitely pay off. So it's not even really a risk anymore. It's almost just a reward. Would you like a big reward or a not as big reward? Oh, neither please, because I don't know what I'm doing. People like that, you've met them. Clicks. This scene is set in the offices of a somehow popular streaming company. Head of streaming, Peter Bamdell, and his assistant, Felicity Blockhead, are in discussions with Winston Dedlock and Mary Mendelsohn from the PR company Lies That Pretend to Be Truth regarding their newly commissioned series Dull-Tertainment for the Stupid, and it seems no amount of PR can save it. Okay? So, a PR company called Lies That Pretend to Be the Truth is a brilliant name for a PR company. Not as a business, but as something factual. Dull-Tertainment for the Stupid is a brilliant name for the kinds of things that are being produced today. That's not to say that you're stupid. Some of you will be. But the clever thing about stupidity, which is a misnomer in itself, is that it can't identify itself. So, you are stupid, but you don't think you are. Not all of you though. Some of you will be alright. Dull-Tertainment for the stupid. We got 4 roles. She's lucky. Peter, I'm not going to be Peter. Something about him I don't like. So I'll probably be Winston.
Yeah?
Winston Dedlock. Do you want to be Peter?
Yeah, I'll be Peter.
Mary or Felicity? Mary's better than Felicity.
Well, I was a Mary last time, so maybe I'll be a Felicity this time, just to mix things up.
Yeah, you don't want to. Can't be too many Marys.
I'm happy to be Mary.
Mary and Felicity.
Okie dokie.
Okay, let's start. I honestly couldn't get through the first episode. I may be heavily medicated by 8 p.m, but even so...
Well, you can watch it any time though, it's streaming.
I understand what streaming is, but I'm a busy man. Anyway, it was awful.
We've blown millions on it. My neck is really on the line here.
Yeah, do like a higher voice. It should be.
Hang on. I'm the client, am I not?
You are. But
This is so bad. I don't know how we'll sell it. The lead actors act like they haven't learned their lines.
To be fair to them, I think it is the awful writing that makes it sound like that.
sounded like make her a bit more thick. Why didn't you make something better?
Surely there are people knocking on your door with better stuff than this.
There was one guy, a good friend, but I sent him away. He had some really good ideas.
You sent him away.
If Felicity had let him through sooner...
You're blaming me, Peter. If I'd known how good he was, I'd have wound my neck in and not acted the fool.
He was really great.
Could this magical man rewrite the show?
He probably could, but I'm too ashamed to ask.
Wow. You've really let that guy down.
I know, but my pride won't allow me to accept that someone I knew years ago, when he was making straight-to-DVD semi-erotic, or shall we agree on titillating fare, could be so talented in the mainstream.
That sounds like your problem, not his.
I'm sorry for my part in all this too.
I think until you find some humility and apologise to this guy, we can't represent you. I like money as much as the next person, more in fact. But it just feels like there is blood on your hands.
There is.
Goodbye. Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Right, so think of it. You work at and are running a PR company called Lies That Pretend to Be Truth. And yet you are so sickened by what these people have done that you say, I can't work with you. Can you imagine in today's world how awful the thing would have to be to make that happen?
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you murdered all those cats in cold blood. 1,000 cats
Ooh.
with hammers.
Ah.
Would that be?
That would be pretty
I mean,
bad,
I think that probably would be a point at which he would say, okay, that's probably enough.
Nothing to do with like their production, but just you know that they've done that.
Yeah.
And they filmed it and were laughing. You'd be like, and remember, you work in it's not you, it's acting, but you work in PR.
Yeah.
Even then, you go, no, we can't.
No. I mean, even if it was like 500 cats.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd whittle it down to 25 cats.
Probably
25
one
cats.
cat. Probably one cat.
Maybe one cat.
One cat, I'd be like, okay, it might like just be a really awful
It's a
cat.
phase, or it's, something's happened.
I
or-
knew a guy who did that. He ran over a cat, and he gets out of his car, and there's like cat acting funny, like behind the car. So he's like, "Oh no, run over a cat." And he gets, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. But he gets like a jack out of the, stoves its head in,
Oh my.
looks under the car, there's a dead cat.
Wrong cat.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
That's 2 cats gone there.
Yeah.
And he's got that memory now.
How do you live with yourself?
It was a long time ago. I've not spoken to him in ages. He didn't mention it last time I spoke to him, so I guess he's over it. Anyway, this is the problem with dull entertainment for the masses, and these people who commission the dull entertainment for the stupid, not the masses and the stupid, not necessarily the same thing. These people that commission it, that's what they're like. Yeah, they have people coming into their offices on the regular, good friends sometimes, and those people offer them gold. What's better than gold?
Love.
Love. Offer them love.
Well, it's better than gold.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. All you need is love.
Yeah,
It's a song, that.
it's true.
Mm-hmm. So a good friend, they're offered love in the form of scripts and wonderful ideas. And what do? They say no. Is it a book that's already sold millions of copies? Oh, no, not yet, because I'm a screenwriter. I'm just imagining here, because you have to imagine.
And putting yourself in that sort of
Yeah,
situation.
in that scenario.
Yeah.
And so you go, no, I'm not a novelist. I mean, I could be,
Of course.
but at the moment, I'm a screenwriter. So I wrote this for screen.
You did.
No, I'm being the person.
Oh, sorry.
I wrote this for screen. I'm not a novelist. How about we just make the thing that I've written? Oh no, it needs to have sold 1 million books, and ideally, we have a movie franchise that somebody has already made, and we're just ponying off a spin-off of that. So we're like no cent of it is a risk.
No risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a massive game that's played the world over, Something that already exists.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
like a computer game.
Yeah, computer
Yeah,
game.
exactly. Like, oh no, they're already.
There's nothing really new happening here. 'Cause it's just there's no assurance
Yeah.
that
It's as if they've found the worst people that they possibly could, the least creative, most risk-averse people. Like they've done tests on them, and they've said, "Oh, will you come with us to Beachy Head?" And they don't go like all the way to the cliff edge. They like stop in London. They go, "That's close enough." They're that risk-averse. I don't want to be near a cliff. Yeah, I'll get within. In this country, you're never more than 70 miles from the coast, and that's in like Birmingham. They probably, if I told them that fact, which they wouldn't know because they're ignorant, they'd go and live in Birmingham so that they were so far from a cliff that they would never be in danger from one. That risk averse. They find those people somehow in the sewer, and they go, "Do you want to make all the decisions?" Yeah, because it's money, isn't it? Even more money when they're already millionaires. And how do I know? Because I made them so. So that's Clicks. Would have been wonderful. I mean, really, such a great idea for a show about bastards. There's lots of them. So, if you want to see more of Clicks, then watch the videos that we've already produced where we do it, and you just keep watching them if you want. If you want it ever, I don't know, like you could maybe write to your MP, but they don't do anything for you anyway, so don't bother. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So maybe if you, I don't know, watch another video, I guess. That's what you're doing right now, isn't it? I mean, you're not really, there's not a lot going on. Hit the bell, because that's what bells are for. What's the point in the bell that's never rung? Bye.